Hello there, movie aficionados! Welcome back to Movie Recaps, where we unravel those powerful films that linger in your thoughts long after the final scene. Today, we're delving into one of France's most cherished cinematic treasures, The Untouchables, released back in 2011. It's a delightful fusion of heart, humor, and genuine human connection. Based on a true story, this film beautifully portrays an extraordinary friendship between two men from vastly different walks of life. One, a wealthy quadriplegic, and the other, a resourceful ex-convict from the streets. So, grab your favorite treat, settle in comfortably, and prepare yourself, because this film will undoubtedly make you laugh, perhaps shed a tear or two, and maybe even shift your perspective on life. It's just a little heads up. Full spoilers are coming your way. We begin with a nighttime drive through the enchanting streets of Paris. Behind the wheel sits Driss, exuding confidence and coolness. In the passenger seat, we find Philippe, impeccably dressed, but clearly physically challenged. Driss starts accelerating, skillfully maneuvering through traffic as if it were child's play. Philippe appears remarkably composed, almost amused, one might say. Before long, those telltale flashing lights appear in the rearview mirror. The police are in pursuit. Driss, ever the showman, confidently declares that he can extricate them from this predicament by feigning a medical emergency. And lo and behold, it works. Philippe puts on a convincing act of having a seizure, causing the police officers to panic, and they end up with a police escort straight to the hospital. It's utterly absurd. It's downright hilarious, and it encapsulates everything about this unique friendship. But how did these two souls even cross paths? Let's rewind a bit. Several months earlier, Philippe is conducting interviews for a caregiver. One candidate after another appears, all impeccably professional, all exceedingly formal. Then, as fate would have it, in walks Driss. Now, he's not one to put on airs. All he wants is a signature on that form, you see, so he can keep those welfare checks coming. The job didn't matter to him one bit. He's cracking jokes, floating with the staff, even poking fun at the painting on the wall. But something about his confidence, his sheer audacity, it catches Philippe's eye. Instead of showing him the door, Philippe asks him to come back the next day. Not for the form, mind you, but for the job itself. And just like that, their journey, it begins. We get a little peek into Driss' life outside that fancy mansion. He's sharing a cramped apartment with his aunt and cousins. His younger brother, Adama, is caught up in the street life, and their relationship is, well, let's just say, it's a bit tense. Driss isn't exactly welcome home with open arms. After being gone for 6 months, likely doing time, his aunt gives him the boot. With nowhere else to go, he heads back to Philippe's mansion and steps into a world he's never known. Marble floors, art on every wall, staff who speak in hushed tones. Driss still doesn't care. He's just taking it all in, soaking it up. Philippe gives him a 1-month trial, and Driss is thrown headfirst into the role of caregiver. It's not all sunshine and roses, not glamorous at all. He's got to help Philippe bathe, dress, eat, even wipe him, if you catch my drift. At first, Driss is grossed out, frustrated, unsure of himself. But Philippe doesn't want pity. No, sir. He just wants to be treated like a real person, plain and simple. And that's exactly what Driss gives him. He teases him, challenges him, even jokes about his disability in the most refreshingly honest way you ever did see. It's awkward, sure, it's messy, but it's real, through and through. And that's when their connection starts to grow. Driss brings a whole lot of energy into that household. He dances, he flirts with the housekeeper Magali, he even smokes a bit of weed, turning Philippe's quiet mansion upside down in the process. He doesn't follow the rules one bit. He doesn't even read the rule book. Can you believe it? But for Philippe, who's lived in a bubble of control and careful politeness, Driss is a real breath of fresh air. There's this one hilarious moment when a neighbor blocks the driveway. Driss doesn't hesitate one bit. He threatens to lift the guy's car right up. The staff is horrified, naturally. Philippe? He's dying of laughter. Now, we discover Philippe has been exchanging letters with a woman named Eleanor. They've never met, never even talked on the phone. Driss can't believe it, 6 months of writing and no real connection? So, he pushes Philippe to be bold. Call her, he says. Send a photo. Ask her out. Eventually, Philippe agrees. But when the meeting is arranged, he backs out at the last minute. He's afraid, you see. Afraid she'll see the chair and just walk away. It's the first time we really see his vulnerability. Meanwhile, Driss is growing too. He starts painting for fun, and Philippe actually sells one of his pieces for 11,000 euros to a friend. Driss can't believe it, not one bit. Now, this fella, who once had a penchant for pilfering art, wouldn't you know it, he's creating it. He's discovering hidden talents, a side of himself he never knew existed. And despite all his ribbing and jokes, he's become genuinely protective of Philippe. Their bond? Well, it's no longer just a job. It's blossomed into a true friendship, maybe even family. But, as it always does, reality comes a-knocking. Adama finds himself in a bit of a pickle with the local gang. Driss knows he has to step up to the plate and be a role model for him. Philippe sees this too, and as much as it tugs at his heartstrings, he lets Driss spread his wings and fly. The mansion feels a bit colder, a bit emptier without him. Driss heads back home, lands a real job, and starts building a brighter future for himself. Philippe, without Driss by his side, well, he sinks into a bit of a depression. His new caregiver is, oh, how do I put it, cold and boring. He stops engaging, even refuses to eat. So Yvonne does what she must and makes the call, and in walks Driss. Just like before, brimming with that infectious energy and mischief, he whisks Philippe away for one last surprise ride, trims his beard, and drops him off at a seaside restaurant. There, sitting at a table, is Eleanor. Philippe freezes, but she smiles. And we fade to black, a perfect ending to a beautiful journey. And the best part? This isn't just a movie, folks. It's based on the real-life friendship between Philippe Pozo di Borgo and Abdel Salou. Philippe now lives in Morocco and has 2 daughters. Abdel is a successful entrepreneur and a family man. And guess what? They're still friends, still laughing, still changing lives. If The Intouchables inspired you, give us a like and share your favorite moment in the comments below.